Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me well. My name is Stefan Carter. I'm the founder of Lotus Capital. Uh, Today is the 14th of August, which also marks the first year anniversary for Lotus Capital. It's been 1 year since I've been working on this project, and so on the first half of this video update, I will be talking about our regular what's been going on for the past 2 weeks. And I'm also going to give some time again just to talk about the company, just to remind everyone about my profile. Yeah. So, the things I wanted to talk about today. So, importantly, the swapping didn't work for 24 hours. As far as I know, it's 100% fixed. Vincent has confirmed it's fixed. You can trade our token, and I have also tested out trading the token. So as far as I know, it's 100% fixed. But if you do have any problems, the reason why we had this problem is because on Friday around 1 a.m. I saw a message on Telegram. Somebody was saying like, he thought that maybe our taxes were too high or gas fees were so high. That's why trading volume was so low. And I told him that I disagree, which I think it would have made very little difference in trading volume, whatever level our taxes were at. However, considering the economy we're in, I did think it was a good idea to lower down our taxes as more as possible. And yeah, I mean, I hope people don't dump on us, and so far, that's so I lowered down the liquidity to 0%, and I set the marketing tax to 1%. Unfortunately, what happens is I'm now assuming because we have a token contract, when I set liquidity down to 0%, the contract's not programmed to work in a way at 0% for liquidity. It automatically adds that liquidity LP. So unfortunately, yeah, I realized quickly when I saw the notification from Vincent yesterday that he wasn't able to trade. I looked through the three of our transactions. I could see that absolutely no transactions were made. So I guessed it was the liquidity. So I increased the liquidity back up to 1%, and then working now. So apologize for any stress caused by that. It wasn't intentional, and as soon as I became aware of it, I fixed it. Moving on as well, coin market cap. So we are now untracked on coin market cap because I'm really making it. Our trading volume has so small months. I'm just worried my audio is not good. I'm gonna take off. Testing. Okay, hopefully everybody can hear me. So yeah, CoinMarketCap. I'm really assuming that we are now untracked on CoinMarketCap because our trading volume has been so small for the past couple of months. I've never received any notification or warning from them as usual. I still have full access to my account and everything. Like I still have access to self-reporting tool, so there's nothing to be concerned about. And yeah, there's very little I can do. Like, what was it? we need to have a minimum trading volume of how much? I shared it the other day. We need to have a trading volume of at least $1,000 over a 24-hour period. So for a long time, we barely had $1,000 of trading volume over a 24-hour period. So I am making an assumption that is why we are now untracked on CoinMarketCap. I'm sorry if you're disappointed about this. For me personally, CoinMarketCap has done very little to support Lotus Capital. This comes from the very start of when I first managed to get us. I mean, it comes right from the start, from a year ago, when I constantly persisted to get us added as an untracked listing onto CoinMarketCap, and I constantly had to email them and submit. And then I finally got added as an untracked listing, and then after that I submitted us to the ICO calendar, and then with no warning they removed us from ICO calendar. And then when we did become a tracked listing, people's expectations were so ridiculously high because we was an untracked listing, and then we became a tracked listing within like 1 hour. And people created such high expectations for our potential market cap that I think it really magnified the dump that followed. So I think CoinMarketCap, personally, I'm saying, CoinMarketCap's done very little in terms of supporting us. 9 out of 10 projects, CoinMarketCap adds to their website, I should say, is for BNB at least it's a scam. So I'm just fed up. Like, it's so difficult for legitimate projects to get visibility on CoinMarketCap, but if you're a scam project, it seems to be very easy. Like, they don't seem to have any problem with you. So yeah, I'm that's the truth about CoinMarketCap. But of course, anyway, if we do get back to a position where we have $1,000 in trading volume in a 24-hour period, I will absolutely submit us again to CoinMarketCap. And if I'm not really looking at a chart, so just in case, if we do have $1,000 traded over a 24-hour period, please let me know, and I will submit us again to CoinMarketCap as a tracked listing. What's next? So recently, I think I've had I kind of hinted this in my last call or last video update. I think recently I found a better balance between working on Lotus Capital and trying to develop a new income stream, because Lotus Capital is making absolutely no money for me. I've withdrawn $1,300 from the project, and my cost on Lotus Capital far exceeds $1,300. The website cost $3,400, but it's okay. Like, I was committed to it, but that's the thing. Like, recently I am developing a new income stream, so I am finding a bit of a balance between how much time I can allocate to something else that will generate income for me, so I can pay my bills. So yeah, I think that's going a bit better. I think my YouTube channel is probably going to pay for my additional income, and then I will be in a position to be able to apply to the incubator. So actually the incubator is already advertising for Vietnam, but it's not in September, it's in November. So it's good I invest time now to develop this new income stream so I don't have to rely upon Lotus Capital, which is definitely not generating any money for me. And then can put me in a position where I can devote 2 months full time to working on Lotus Capital and being inside an incubator, which will be like having two jobs really. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. So basically, I do think I've had a better balance between working on Lotus Capital and developing a new income stream. I think that will come from my new YouTube channel. I think this will enable me to be stronger in terms of working on, Lotus Capital and ensuring that I'm able to pay for my life expenses. Okay, so that's that point. Let me just drink some of my coffee. Okay, so next, I've been reviewing a lot of projects, and there's this part of me that I wonder in terms of if choosing BNB chain was the right choice. I think as a long-term point, choosing BNB will become the right chain for us because Binance has the most liquidity. They have millions of users. They have 100 million users, right? So right now, crypto is just a game of, sorry, crypto is just a game of having the most users and the most liquidity. And Binance definitely has this. And I think they will continue to be in a position where they can, sorry, they will continue to be in a position where they're able to get more money onto Binance. And if they can get more money onto Binance or on crypto in general, you'll see that money going down to BNB. However, as a short-term point, Polygon is definitely a chain which would have been more suitable for us because they are almost all the projects launching on Polygon have an actual real-world use case in comparison to Binance or BNB chain. BNB chain is like 9 out of 10 projects are definitely scams or Ponzi's. So I want to have this discussion. It's been on my mind. I do wonder if it was the right choice. I think from a long-term perspective, it will be good. We'll be happy that we did select BNB chain, but definitely as a project, we would have been more suitable in the short term to have gone on Polygon because there are far more real world projects and non-scam, non-Ponzi projects on Polygon, and that would have been the better place for us. So that's just something I have to accept, and hopefully in the future we'll be very happy that we went for Binance because Binance is the number 3 chain. So BNB, I mean, it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, then BNB. So yeah. So onto RealFi. We continue to support RealFi. I'm very happy that we have discovered RealFi. I'm very proud to be working with RealFi. My cat is doing something, sorry. So yeah, anyway, I say again. We continue to support RealFi. I'm very happy that we discovered RealFi. They're absolutely a project that I believe in. I believe in the team and their ability to execute their business model or their business plan. if you are interested in investing in RealFi, please let me know. They do have their seed round, which is ongoing, and but it's more ideal if you're kind of an institutional investor or a high net worth individual, because they're looking to raise 500,000 in their seed round, or their first phase of their seed round. In the past 2 weeks, I've managed to make more introductions for RealFi than I thought I would be able to. Like, there were some people that I spoke to, I previously spoke to, and I thought they were, and I remembered, oh, maybe I can message them and then talk to them. So probably the best connections for RealFi, like I'll say this, like I've introduced them to like GDA Capital, and they have not got back to me on the status or where they're at with if they will invest or if they are rejecting RealFi. So I'm gonna follow up with them tomorrow. They've been really good on communicating with me, so which makes a change with most investors. Yeah, they've been really good with communicating with me. Another one, which was FW. They're a centralized exchange, but I spoke to one of those guys. There was this guy in Coinstar, and they could make introductions to VCs. So I just thought about him, and I messaged him, and then he says, like, I'm working for FW now. So he says they're able to make introductions to VCs. So I sent him, the deck. I don't have any feedback from him. He did say he'll get back to me last week, but he hasn't replied back to me. I did message him on Friday and he never replied. So yeah, hopefully I'll hear back from him soon. So it's been a pretty good 2 weeks in terms of introductions for... My cat is having fun. So it's been a pretty good 2 weeks in terms of the introductions I've made for RealFi. At the same time, it's unfortunate. I do want to talk about this as well. Pros and cons for challenges that I'm dealing with. Not to complain, but just because it causes delay, because I give these people time and I don't know why they bother to meet me. So some companies I actually talk to, they say like, we don't pay any commission. So for example, there was one company that came into our Telegram group 2 weeks ago, and I went on to a meeting with them, and they're like, we don't have any connections to investors. I was like, oh, okay. But you do have a private fund. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we do. It's like, he doesn't know anything about it because he's 2 months into the job. And then he's saying like, if I asked him, so if I introduce any clients to you, do I get commission? He's like, no. And usually most Launchpads introduce us because they're investors. It's like most Launchpads are... I discussed this with my wife last night, and we were saying perhaps they're investors in the projects, because when the business model of most Launchpads that I know of take a percentage of the total supply. So maybe after that, once the Launchpad has the total supply, has a percentage of the total supply of the project, maybe they go around saying they are investors. Yeah, so I don't think that makes us an investor. Anyway, so I don't think it's been challenging in terms of it's... Sometimes I talk to these companies and they are just a complete waste of time. I have no idea why they talk to me. I'm not running a charity. We're not running a charity. If I introduce a client to them, I want commission. We have bills to pay and we have an expectation that if we work on something and we make money for people, they should pay us back. It was the same case as well. There was another company on Friday night. Friday night, so 2 nights ago. I spoke with them at 8 p.m. They are a Launchpad, which has a similar business model to us, but they are more of a full-on incubator. So they provide all the services in-house. And they said to me, like, oh, this might really annoy you, but the amount of commission we pay really depends on how strong the project is. So it really depends. If they're a really good project, we might pay you commission, and you can demand what commission you want. But if they're not good and they won't get funded, then they're not. But he said we'll confirm with you. I don't even know I'm going to hear back from them because I asked for their startup deck, and they never replied to me. They never sent me any startup deck. So, or the startup deck or their company deck. So that's frustrating. So yeah, anyway, so some companies I talk to suck and they're a waste of time, and then other companies I talk to like GGA Capital or FMFW, that they're good and they're normal people to work with. And that's the thing, like in the normal typical office world, things are not really fast. Like they take time. So yeah, I think that's what's happened for the last 2 weeks. So just to summarize again, things have gone better in terms of the type of connections or introductions I have made for RealFi. I have found a better balance between working on Lotus Capital and trying to develop a new income stream. I've discussed two of the problems we had, which was CoinMarketCap and the inability of swapping, which is now fixed. And I discussed my thoughts about Polygon, if we should have launched on Polygon first or not. So again, to summarize that, maybe short term it would have been better, but long term I'm confident that Binance Chain is the right place for us because we will have more Binance will get more liquidity, more users. Okay, so and yeah, in terms of the next 2 weeks, I'm just gonna continue. Like, I'm not really sourcing projects right now. Like, the market's definitely very quiet, and to be honest, I'm really happy with RealFi. I really believe they have a big potential. They're also happy with us. He's kind of said it to me in a way. So they're happy with us. I'm happy with them. I'm happy that if they get funded, I'm confident that they will choose to work with us in some form or way or another, and we would greatly benefit from that. Especially, I'm sure they could be a top 200 token. So yeah, I'm really happy about RealFi and having that balance as well. So I think I've got the right balance between how I work on Lotus Capital recently. Okay, so that finishes the update. In terms of 1 year anniversary, so 1 year ago I started working on Lotus Capital. You can check the who is of our domain name if you don't believe me. It was around 1 year ago I registered it. I think it was on the 18th or 24th of August, yeah. I registered it, but definitely 1 year ago I was thinking about the business model and the type of crypto project I would like to work on. And I came up with Lotus Capital because I felt like it was kind of the direction I wanted to head into in my career. And, I'm always looking at opportunities to launch new businesses. And this one has definitely been the most interesting so far. To talk about myself again, I've been living in Vietnam for more than 12 years. Sorry, my cat's so noisy. Viva! Stop playing. So about me, I've been working in Vietnam for the past 5 years. I've been working in performance marketing for a little longer. I started off doing SEO, but I moved into paid marketing. My interest is always to deliver a measurable result to the business, and I have achieved this many times. I've learned from some very good people, and I've had some excellent opportunities to develop myself, especially inside Vietnam. So I'm very happy about that and the direction that my career has taken myself in. And that's the thing, like in my mid 30s right now, I feel like, you get a bit older and you want to start helping other people become more successful, or you just enjoy more like the type of people you work with in your job. So that's where I am in my career. I've had enough achievements in terms of what I've accomplished in my job. So now it's more to do about the type of people I work with. And Lotus Capital was or is a business that really enables me to deliver upon this, because I felt like I'm meeting all these really interesting people in my work, and they definitely have the ability to execute, implement ideas, and I want to support them the uh, to get the exposure, to get the funding they need, and maybe to support them as well in their efforts of developing their business. Um, so yeah, that's why I set up Lotus Capital. Originally, I set up Lotus Capital as a to support Vietnamese companies to grow out or to gain investors from outside of Vietnam. But when we did start in September, when I did start launching Lotus Capital in a good form in September, November, the I think the legitimate criticism I had enabled me to kind of adapt the business model. And now we are more global and supporting businesses from everywhere in the world. And yeah, it's the same thing really. Like with Real Five, for example, I truly believe in their potential and the team. And I'm very happy to put my name and Lotus Capital's name as companies who represent, as a company that represents Real Find is pushing them out, and they deserve the attention and exposure they need to to be able to launch their business. So yeah, in terms of challenges, I think we've faced a lot of challenges in the past year. Like I've discussed one of the challenges, for example, should we have launched on Polygon first? And maybe short term, the answer is yes, we should have. However, I still believe up until this moment, we did the right thing to launch on Binance. My cat is crazy. So we did do the right thing to launch on Binance. Sorry. Bieber, come down. So we continue. We did the right thing to launch on Binance. I do believe that's the right thing, because long term, I'm confident that Binance has a very strong, dominant position in the crypto market. Crypto right now is a game about who has the most liquidity, who has the most users. Binance is definitely winning uh, both of those points. So it will be better. In terms of more challenges, I mean, I would definitely actually I want to say this again. Like, definitely one thing which would have made the easier. Maybe if we launched on Polygon, we wouldn't have dealt with so many scammers. Like I really hated the amount of scammers with that that I had to deal with. Like it's terrible in crypto. I mean, I don't think it's a representation of all of crypto, but maybe on BNB, I've already said this, like maybe 9 out of 10 projects which launch on CoinMarketCap or BNB projects which launch on CoinMarketCap are just scams or Ponzi's. So I do wonder if we launched on Polygon, I would have dealt with less criminals or scammers. Uh, that was particularly difficult for me to deal with. However, obviously, recently now we are dealing less of these people because I guess we have less money. Um, we don't attract them anymore. So yeah, I think that was definitely one challenge I didn't enjoy dealing with all these scammers and these criminals. Like, I mean, I don't regret spending so much money on marketing, like, because it was in my plan anyway to do marketing to continue to fundraise our potential the development of the IDO platform. But yeah, I'm happy that things happened the way they did as well. Um, at the same time, I'm happy as well. I'm happy that we didn't develop the IDO platform because I think like however much I could have done or whatever good intentions or hard work I could have done to ensure fraudulent projects wouldn't launch on our platform, we would have most definitely had fraudulent projects launch on our platform. So I'm very happy in a way that things happened the way they did because now I'm only supporting high quality projects. Like the two guys at RealFi, they studied at Cambridge and Oxford. Uh, they worked in KPMG. Like they have crypt. They worked at one guy had worked at a very large crypto firm. Like this is the reason I did Lotus Capital. Lotus Capital. Like I didn't do Lotus Capital just to I mean I have no wish to be associated with criminals. So yeah, um, that was definitely one of the biggest challenges that I faced. But things are much better now. I definitely don't deal with scammers or criminals these days. So the direction we head into, I think we will continue to support RealFi. I do believe they will get funded. They continue to work on talking to investors. I continue to work on my side with helping them to get connections with potential investors or introductions to people who are legitimately reviewing their white paper and seed round deck. So it will happen for RealFi. I look forward to when they do get funded, even if they do go on Polygon first. I wish them all the best, and then they can give us some tokens for launching on BNB chain, and we can maybe set up a farm and liquidity pool for them, and we can have our own trading pair. Because our business model is also we make. I've done our business model, so we make 1% tax on all transactions. So our business model is to profit on trading volume. So that's how we are incentivized to ensure that RealFi gets funded. So yeah, that's the direction we head into. Right now, I'm happy in terms of like yeah, I think they're a really good project to support. If I do come across any new projects that I think people are so noisy, okay, just ignore it. if we do come across any new projects to support or myself, I will be interested, but I'm not really actively at this moment looking for new projects. I think I need to spend my time right now into developing an actual income stream because Lotus Capital is paying absolutely nothing and I have bills to pay. But yeah, and I look forward to in November to be in a position that for the uh, I can apply for the incubator. So I hope to be approved for them in November, and I hope to be in a position where I can work full time for the incubator, Lotus Capital, and my YouTube channel. And after that, I mean, we'll just continue as normal. I think another point I want to discuss is regulations. I look forward to crypto market being regulated. I think there is too much criminal activity inside of crypto. There's too much fraudulent activity. I would love to be able to register us with the SEC in the USA or the Financial Service Authority, or is that what it's called, in the UK. Just not financially able to do that. We are registered in Vietnam, and if they do implement when they do implement new regulations or laws in Vietnam for crypto, I definitely look forward to being in a position to follow the regulations of Vietnam. So yeah, I look forward to crypto being regulated. I look forward to less criminal activity, less scammers, and I look forward to being to see only high quality, meaningful projects launched on crypto. So that's the direction we're going in. In terms of the economy, this is going to have some impact on us. Like maybe for the next couple of months, we're going to see some relief in terms of how the markets will perform because inflation has peaked. I do think Bitcoin has hit the bottom, but we may spend a year or two at the bottom. But when the recession does hit really bad, which is probably going to be in January of next year, or this Christmas, as Michael Burry is predicting, this could be, I don't know what's going to happen because we might have 0% interest rates again. And yeah, I don't know. So we could have still a challenging year ahead, but we will just continue to work and we will continue to support high quality projects like RealFi and any other projects that we come across. I will happily support them. And I look forward to running Lotus Capital for many more years to come. I have nothing else to talk about right now. I will edit this video when I can, or when YouTube finishes processing it, then the editor function will come up. I will cut out all the parts that are silent or me mumbling or my cat going crazy. Here's right now. And I thank you again for the past year. It's been a really interesting journey for me. Lotus Capital is definitely the most exciting thing I've done and the best thing for me. And I look forward to promise to developing this business for many more years to come.